What is up, you guys? Welcome back to No Pilled. For today's video, I'm going to get into a little bit of a more serious topic, and I'm so sorry that yet again it took me forever to get this video out. I would say I've been really busy, but I haven't. I've honestly just been procrastinating quite a bit lately. Somebody had brought up to me a couple of weeks ago the issue with AI technology. I know there are a lot of positives that come with modern technology and AI usage, but there are also a lot of cons. By the way, you guys, sorry about my camera. Right now I'm just like filming on my phone, and my phone is not the greatest quality, so forgive me about that. But the issue that I wanted to get into today regarding AI technology has some really serious implications, and it's the issue of deepfakes. So I'm sure you've all heard about deepfakes before with AI tech, and it's basically you are superimposing somebody's face onto someone else, and it could be done in images or in videos. I'm sure you guys all remember this video from a few years back.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential for harm.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. Like the technology is improving, but even in that video, if you didn't know, if no one said anything, like maybe at first glance you would fall for it. And it's really dangerous that you can be able to put words into someone's mouth that they didn't say. And it makes me wonder, a lot of the things that we see on the news and things like that, how much of that is really deep faked? How much of what people are quoted as saying is actually not them? It used to be that a picture was worth 1,000 words and a video was worth 1,000 pictures, but at this point, we don't even know if the videos are authentic. We don't even know if the person who is on camera is really that person. And this can have a lot of negative consequences. And of course, with any technological advancement that is meant to be used for good, there are always people who are going to use it for bad. And this is really scary because you can essentially make anybody say or do anything. And if this technology continues to advance in the way that it is, it's going to become indistinguishable from reality, and we will no longer know what's real and what's fake.
As of 2019, 96% of deepfakes on the internet were sexual in nature, and virtually all of those were of non-consenting women. With the release of AI tools like DALL-E and Midjourney, making these deepfakes has become easier than ever before, and the repercussions for the women involved are much more devastating. Recently, a teacher in a small town in the United States was fired after her likeness appeared in an adult video. Parents of the students found the video and made it clear they didn't want this woman teaching their kids.
This is potentially life-ruining stuff, and of course there are always sickos that want to take everything good and use it for pornography. That is always the first thing that people end up doing. So not only can people lose their jobs or, in some cases, even their children, if these kind of deepfakes are made and then they are used against somebody as kind of like revenge porn in a court system, maybe in family court even, it could be deemed that that person is an unfit parent. And I think the really sickening thing about making deepfakes of people for sexual purposes is that the gratification comes from the lack of consent. Okay, just because someone's in the public eye and they put their face out there does not make it okay to circulate fake nudes of them online. But I think where this really, really hurts is when it hits regular people.
If you don't understand just how convincing deepfakes are, have a look at some of these videos.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real.
It was love at first sight.
It so was.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
This is the level to which deepfake has gotten in the past few years, so things have changed, and so have the consequences.
40 students who graduated from this high school say they were targeted by a former classmate who put their faces on pornographic images. It's called deepfake porn, and this young woman was one of the victims. She says when she learned who authorities say was behind it, she was shocked. Lisa Guerrero has more.
Why is this young woman in tears?
And I think you guys need to know
what pain looks like, because this is it.
Her name is QT Cinderella. She's a YouTube star, and she says somebody stole her face. That is, they put her face on someone else's body to create fake porn videos online.
Absolutely disgusting. I do know that they don't understand what consent is. It's extremely perverted, and it's terrifying because it can happen to any of us. It can happen to me. It can happen to you. I have some experience with people stealing my face before, but this was back before deepfakes were really a thing. And it hurt back then. And it was, you know, somebody would use your pictures and create a fake profile pretending to be you with your pictures, but it's not you and you can't really prove it. And they add all your friends and your friends are asking you about it and they can make it look like you're saying something. But with the deepfake videos, that it's harder to disprove because they're looking more and more authentic and they're getting more and more perverted. But just to think about how many people could potentially have private images and videos of you on their devices that you'll never know about. And that's a really scary thought to think that there are perverted people out there who could be using your face for sinister purposes and could be sharing it around and can be used for blackmail, can be used against you as revenge porn. It is really disturbing to me that people will see somebody who did not consent to them, who has never done sex work, who wishes to maintain their innocence and their privacy, and yet they still find a way around that and still get what they want out of you without your consent. They still find a way to get you naked, to violate you in a way that you may know about one day or never know about. And that is why I don't allow my children's faces online. I know there are a lot of people out there who would use these images of children even. And that is terrifying. So I think parents, you really need to be careful with your children and them being online because there are perverts out there who will absolutely 100% do this to your children as well. And I just wish that there were ways that we could protect ourselves better against this as women. And I'm not saying that this doesn't happen to men, but it really seems to mostly be a woman thing. Whenever the men are deep faked, they're normally looked at in a more positive light. They're fun, lighthearted videos, but when it's women, it's always used for sexual gratification. We're living in an era where you can't trust anything that your eyes are seeing because you don't know if it's even real. That's how advanced the technology is becoming. And I want to put it out there too that just because somebody may do sex work, maybe somebody has an OnlyFans, or maybe somebody has sent nudes to someone before, does not make it okay to make these videos or these images of them. Just because someone may pose in their underwear, maybe someone's a model, it does not make it okay. It is still lack of consent. These people are predators. They are preying on non consenting, unaware, innocent people who don't necessarily want these images out there. I know that if it were to happen to me, it could be life ruining. You know, it could be reputation ruining. And even if no one ever sees it, it is disturbing to think that there could be people who are still looking at you in that way with fake images of you, using it for sinister purposes behind your back. I'm really not sure how to control this issue. I'm really not sure what we can do to put in laws in place and to fight back against stuff like this. But I think the best thing that we can do is just continue to bring awareness to the situation so that if this ever does happen to you or if this happens to somebody in your life, believe them when they say it's really not them. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. And this is what really worries me about AI, I think the most, is just the fact that it's gotten so advanced to the point that we are no longer going to be able to distinguish between it and reality. Anyways, you guys, I hope you like this video. I know it's a lot more serious, but I think it's a really important issue. So please share it around, tell other people, and warn them about it. If you have not subscribed to No Pilled, like and share this video, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.